I bought the cheapest phone on all of Amazon. Alcatel 1. Alright, let's see what our money gets us. Now bear in mind, this thing cost $50. That is like nothing in the phone market. A budget phone nowadays is like $200-300. So getting one for 50 is crazy cheap. So here's the phone here. Alrighty. Blue back, black front. Fair enough, fair enough. Just give a little peel here. Beautiful. Never get tired of that. Never. Alright, let's set the phone to the side for now and see what else we get in the box. See if we get any headphones. Nope, there just appears to be a charger and some paper. I'm not gonna read that. Cannot be bothered. All it comes with is a phone and the charging cable, which is all you need, I suppose. The charging cable is USB 2, no USB 3, because I guess you have to pay extra for that. Alright, let's get this thing booted up, set it up, and see what it's capable of. So let's look at what the phone's build quality. This phone does not try to impress. With its blue plastic back, it feels and looks more like a children's toy than an actual phone. The screen is nothing mind-blowing either. It's a 1080p 5-inch screen, which is tiny in today's smartphone market. Takes me back to the old days of like the iPhone 4 and 5 when screens were around the 5-inch mark. Alright, next let's have a little look at the camera here. The camera was surprisingly impressive. The front camera is a 5 megapixel. I wasn't able to find out what the front facing camera is, but I'm guessing it's probably 2 or 3 megapixels at best. As I said, the photo is surprisingly good. As you can see here, there's a decent amount of detail in there. The videos I got from it as well, again, surprisingly decent. I was not expecting it to look this good for, may I remind you, a £50 phone. Like, these shots are good. And even the rear facing camera here, I took a few crazy selfies and they were just surprisingly decent, you know? 2 surprisingly decent cameras on a £50 phone. I was pretty blown away, honestly. I was expecting these things to be absolutely awful, but I was pleasantly surprised. No cinema grade quality or anything, but really good for the price. So the thing I was most curious about when buying this phone was wondering what it could run. Could this thing run some games? And if so, what kind of games? You know, what was the limits of this phone? With only 1 GB of RAM, I wasn't expecting much. So I started off easy and went and got myself Angry Birds 2. So it took over 15 minutes to open it. Over 15 minutes to open Angry Birds 2, and when it eventually opened, I got an incredible 1 frame a minute experience. The thing was laggy as anything. It couldn't even load the stage in. I left it another like 5-10 minutes, came back and the stage hadn't loaded in fully, so I just gave up on it there. This phone is not made for playing any games. So what is this phone for? Well, I can see 2 types of people using this. I can see this being used as a young child's first phone and an elderly person's phone. Just because it's very simple, it will be perfect for phone calls and texting. Runs WhatsApp fine, runs Messenger fine. You know, the basic communication tools, which is all you really need from a phone. And it's got 2 semi-decent cameras thrown in as well. So I think that's who this phone is for: young kids and old people. I can't see any other demographic being interested in this kind of phone. I mean, I guess in third world countries where money's short, you know, not everyone's got £500-800 to blow on a new phone every couple of years. So yeah, that's that phone. Now before I ended the video, I just wanted to say something I found very weird about this phone. Is it has haptic feedback under the keyboard. And to me that just seems like such an unnecessary thing for such a cheap phone, to have haptic feedback in the keypad. I know it's not going to cost them a huge amount, but I feel like the money they put in the haptic feedback could have been put into something else, like I don't know, an extra gigabyte of RAM, an extra few hundred megabytes of RAM, you know, something. So yeah, that was just something strange I picked up on when using this phone. So yeah, that was the cheapest phone on all of Amazon. Yeah, see ya. Oh, and yeah, it's got a headphone jack.